Good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're at. How you doing? I'm Boar. So yesterday I did a video on my Smith & Wesson SD40. Also did a little bit on a Phobos holster for the tack leg. Pretty sure y'all remember this thing. So I've done a little bit more research for y'all, trying to help you out, take care of it. This holster right here, go to Phobos.com. It's around $55. Okay, it's not bad for a holster for a tack light. Like I said, it's the only one that I've found that you can use on an SD40 with a tactical flashlight. Now the flashlight that I did a review on is discontinued. Academy doesn't sell it anymore. I tried looking it up on their website. It's discontinued. You can't buy it no more. Sorry guys. But I did do a little bit more research for you. They do make a dovetail. Hold on. We'll get the weapon. So, magazine out. Everybody look. Chamber's cleared completely. Alright. So, I did do a little more research on the dovetail red dot adapter. Now, on Amazon.com, you can purchase a ADE, Advanced Optic. Now, that is the dovetail, that's the plate, and the sight for around $95. Now, it says that it will fit the Sd40VEs, the SD9s, the M&P Shield, full size 22, a couple of the compacts. It will not fit the SW9VE or the SW40VEs from what I've seen. Now, this is all what I've seen, guys. You see the weapon. I don't have it. But now Apex makes a trigger, or not a trigger. Okay, we'll get to the trigger here in a minute. Apex now makes a threaded barrel only in the 9mm SD. For some reason, their website, they're not making 40 cals yet. Trust me, I'm still looking. Now, the trigger kit. Now, the trigger kit, that's the flat-facing trigger with the safety in it. It's just a smaller safety. It doesn't curve like this. You can get the kit for around $55. Now, that's with the spring. Now, that reduces your trigger approximately 2 pounds. Reduces the travel by about 20% and the rebound by 20%, if I'm not mistaken. Now, you can buy just the trigger for about $45, I think. They do have M Carbo. That's MCARBO. They have the spring kit that reduces it by about 35% of your trigger pull. Now, you can usually order that for about $30. You gotta go to mcarbo.com. Now, sorry, I've got my notes set up over here so I can read them off to you. Now, I've covered the red dot. They don't make the barrel, the trigger, or the spring kit. Now, also, the Amazon drop leg, or Amazon's got a drop leg platform. Like I said, Black Hawk yesterday. Black Hawk holster. I love mine. Thank you, Black Hawk. Now, the actual molded holster for the weapon is not included in this purchase, but you can get just the drop leg without the magazines or the weapon holster for like $40 to $70. You go to blackhawk.com and of course you can get all your fits for your weapons. Now, like I said, I've got a drop leg. I love my drop leg. This is it. So it's got clips here and here, here and here. Just velcros to your belt. You just throw the velcros around your belt, and right here is the trigger lock. So once I slide this weapon in, the actual trigger guard locks in. Like, you can't pull that weapon out. So once I insert it, like I said, it's stuck. You push that little lock, take it right out, no problems. Locks right in. And like I said, I carried this in Afghanistan for Beretta 9mm, the M5 or the M9. Sorry, M5, goofy. For the M5 or the M9, I don't really like a 9mm. That's the reason why I went with 40 caliber. But so I sent out the last video to a bunch of my friends to, you know, let them know that, hey, I was doing YouTube videos on weapons now. And I didn't realize just how many of y'all actually have the SD. A lot of you have, or most of you that I spoke to actually have the Sd40VE. Mine's not a VE, it's a 40, like I said yesterday. But I had somebody ask me about Teardown. You know, hey Adam, can you go a little more in depth into the Teardown? Okay, well, that's not a problem. Like I said, it's very simple. It's pretty much the same as a Glock. You hit your lock right here. It's on both sides. Squeeze the trigger, and the slide comes off. Now, this is your recoil spring, barrel, rear plate, firing pin, and right there, y'all see that little piece of plastic, little white piece right there? Now what that is to keep your back plate on. Back plate keeps the firing pin in. It's real simple. So you gotta pop that spring, roll your barrel out, pull it right out, and then you take and you push your firing pin up. You get in there to where you've got a hold of that plastic piece, and you push down. You see how the back plate slides? So I can take this out now, set it down, remove the back plate. See how the plastic sticks up right there? That's what holds your back plate in, right there in that little groove. That's it. So take your finger, slide your firing pin right on out. Now, in the event that you do get the trigger from Apex, like I said, they got a trigger kit. This spring will be replaced. You'll replace a spring under the trigger safety. That's where the trigger safety is. That pushes that up. So all you gotta do is there's a little pin right here. You go in from the back, and you'll see the pin. You drive it out with a tiny little punch. Hold your extractor in place, because your extractor holds that safety in. It's not that hard, but I'm not going through it right now until I do my trigger, okay? But you hold this in, knock that pin up, pull that out, replace the spring in there, everything's golden. Now, reassembly, take your firing pin, stick it in the hole, slide it down, just like so. See how that white piece is still sticking up? Take your back plate, stick it in, get it ready to slide on through. Take a little precision screwdriver, whatever you have on hand. I got this nifty little cleaning dental brush. And push it down. Oh, sorry, that was kind of off camera. Alright, so you got it in there. Take this, push that down. See how it slid right in? Perfect, not a problem. Now, on your weapon, or on the base, you will have to knock out that pin. Now, always go from your right hand side, or yeah, the right side of the weapon. Alright, you take that, you press it out, you take a little punch, knocks it right out. It's actually got grooves in it. And the block right here will come out. And then you'll take the trigger spring right there out with it, and then of course the slide lock will come out as well. You'll have to rotate it out of the back right here, so you don't have to pull your sear block, which is a great thing. You ain't gotta mess with none of that to do the trigger. Now, and of course, reassembly, slide, barrel, return spring or recoil spring, depending on how you want to look at it. There it is. That simple, guys. And that's just a field strip. Like, really, to field strip this weapon, that's all you do. When you want to clean it, that's it. Slide it right back in. Put your spring back in. That's the teardown of this weapon. So simple. Now, of course, when you want to go further with whatever you're wanting to do, then you'll have to either take the time to go through the videos a little better. And I'm going to get a little more in-depth with these videos if y'all choose to, you know, leave me a comment. They don't make any type of grip difference for this thing. So you could get like the tape, that grip tape, like you see kids on their skateboards, grip tape. But the grip on this is really great. Like, there's no issues. So turn around, and now we got a recap. Phobos holster, about 60 bucks. It's a great idea if you're wanting a tactical light. If not, I've got a leather holster. I believe to be a Glock holster. I'm pretty sure it's, I mean, honestly, from the look of it, it looks like something that's worn on a police belt. There's no flick, no safety, no nothing. Weapon slides right in and looks like it was made for it. It really does. It's great. When I conceal carry, this is what I use. Now, my drop leg, I carry that around openly. Walk around the neighborhood, go to the store, is what it is. Because I believe in my Second Amendment. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. I've seen too many issues of people carrying concealed or open carry. Open carry, and somebody calls the cops and it's an issue. Ladies and gentlemen, the weapon you see is not the problem. If something goes down, you stand close to that person that you can see their weapon. Because they're not stupid. They're not going to do nothing dumb. They're going to protect you and your liberal way of life. Okay? They are going to be there to do that. They're going to protect themselves and their family. So in the event of an active shooter or a robbery or whatever, that person that you've seen their weapon, they're going to take care of it. Hide behind them. That's all I can tell you. Now, the different things that they do have out there are great for these weapons. The problem is that nobody's really making anything other than these. There's very few companies that are even venturing into the SD series. Everybody's like, oh, well, if you want a threaded barrel, why don't you buy a Glock with a threaded barrel? It's just like a car. It's just like a motorcycle. You get a baseline, and then you do things you want to change it. I don't want your comments of, oh, Boar, why don't you get rid of that SD and go buy you a Glock? I want a Glock. If I wanted a Glock, I would have bought one. That's the way it is. I believe in customizing. Make it yours. Make it different. Make it better. That's the reason why mine is the blacked out version. I did not want a stainless. Sorry, it is what it is. When I'm done with this weapon, it's gonna look like something out of your video games, your movies. You know, once I can find somebody that's got the threaded barrel, I'm gonna do it. I may put a suppressor on it. I may put a compensator on it. It's my choice. If you don't like it, don't watch the videos. The sight, I'm gonna do. I may do the back plate with my favorite Psalm 82:4. Defend the weak and the needy and deliver them from the hands of the wicked. Think about that. Because those of us who believe in our Second Amendment rights are aware that you cannot defeat evil empty-handed. I am a firm believer in, if you're a Christian, you believe that, you know, even God knew he couldn't defeat evil empty-handed, so he gave his archangels weapons. Think about that. The only way you can defeat evil, to get rid of the evil in this world, is to have men, good men, righteous men, prepared to do the things that are necessary. And you may look at it as, oh, good men doing evil things. When you're trained for violence, you don't want to be pushed to it. You take pride in not being violent. But when you're pushed, we'll stand. Think about that, folks. We will stand. Now, if you got any comments, any questions about your SD40s, your SD40VEs, hit me up. Ask me in the comments. I will do my best to find an answer for you if I don't already know. Like I said, I've had this weapon a couple of years. So I'm definitely trying to find all the things that are out there to be done. Customizing, they don't make a ported slide that I've found yet. They don't make a ported barrel. They don't make the threaded barrel. All of that you're gonna have to have custom built. If you're down in Georgia like I am, I can give you a couple of ideas of places that may, but I've got one shop that I got a line on, and they told me what it costs to port a barrel and slide, and honestly, it's almost the cost of the weapon. It's about $250, $300. But when you customize, you are doing something that is your choice. Why put $300 into a $300 weapon? Well, not for nothing. This weapon is worth putting money into if you choose to. Yeah, it's great. It is what it is, but it's one of those that's your choice. And when you do, don't let somebody tell you what you can and can't do. If they're going to tell you, oh, well, I wouldn't do that, I'd go buy a weapon that's already got this stuff. Okay, well, go spend your money. I won't. If I choose to buy something like that, it's probably going to be something very, very high end. And I'm talking thousands of dollars for one weapon. And thousands of dollars for a pistol is fun, you know, depends on what you're going to do with it. I'm not a competition shooter. I'm just an avid gun lover. But, so I hope y'all enjoyed the information for today. Please like, share it with your friends. I plan on sending it to my friends. Hopefully they'll do the same. And hit me in the comments, man. If you got any questions about an SD, I'll see if I can get you a better answer. Also, subscribe, man. I'm not trying to be that guy to tell you to subscribe, but subscribe. Show your friends. Hopefully they feel the same way. They got an SD40VE, things like that. Just hit me up, comments. Tomorrow I'm going to do another video. I'm going to probably my Heritage 22s. I got two of them. But I'll get into all that tomorrow for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, share, subscribe.